Hi, everybody, and guys and girls from throughout the world now. Thank you for helping me achieve 7,000 subscribers. Who'd have thought? This time last year, barely 150. And this year, in 2024, I'm going in to spring and summer with a smile, feeling warm and fuzzy. So, one of my recollections of one of my favourite songs, covered at the time by Frank Sinatra, was If You Go Away. It's a song I absolutely adore. Many versions have been done, but this remastered version gives you a clear image of a woman that I absolutely, even at 86 I think she is now, Shirley Bassey covered, and I feel the emotions, that poetic nature she has of expressionism in her face, in her eyes, in her fingers, just encapsulates you and encapsulates the song as well, and just brings you into an era of, we call now a bygone era, but I call an era of masterpieces. And If You Go Away was a song that was indeed a masterpiece. It is an adaptation by the 1959 Jacques Brel song Ne me quittez pas. My French is not perfect, but I hope you understand. And Jacques was a Belgian singer and actor who composed and performed theatrical songs. Now, with English lyrics by Rod McKuen, who was a poet, and an American poet, singer, songwriter, and composer, one of the best-selling poets at the time in the United States during the late 1960s. Now, together they created as part of a larger project to translate Brel's work. If You Go Away is considered a pop standard, which means, everybody, it's a Western pop music that generally predates the advent of rock and roll in the mid-1950s and has been recorded by many artists, including Greta Keller, who, for those who've forgotten, was an Australian and American cabaret singer and actress in a time, who worked some Hollywood movies and television dramas, for whom some say McKuen wrote the lyrics. Now, the complex melody is part of what I'm going to talk about straight after Shirley's incredible adaptation of this song, and it's partly derivative of classical music. The But If You Stay passage comes from Franz Liszt's Hungarian Rhapsody No. 6, who was a composer, a virtuoso pianist, conductor, and teacher of the Romantic period. Isn't it amazing to know so much was evolved in the involvement of this song that it just leaves you going, wow. Just as Shirley's adaptation will. Come back for my translation of the lyrics straight after. Enjoy, everyone.
If you go away, on this summer day, then you might as well take the sun away. All the birds that flew in the summer sky when our love was new and our hearts were high, when the day was young and the night was long and the moon stood still for the night bird's song. If you go away, if you go away, if you go away. But if you stay, I'll make you a day like no day has been or will be again. We'll sail on the sun, we'll ride on the rain, we'll talk to the trees and worship the wind. Then if you go, leave me just enough love go away, if you go away, if you go away, as I know you will, you must tell the world to stop turning till you return again. If you ever do, for what good is love without loving you? Can I tell you now, as you turn to go, I'll be dying slowly till the next hello. If you go away, if you go away, if you go away. But if you stay, I'll make you a night like no night has been or will be again. We'll sail on your smile, we'll ride on your touch. I'll talk to your eyes that I love so much. But if you go, I won't cry. Though the good is gone from the word goodbye. If you go away, if you go away, if you go away, if you go away, as I know you must, there'll be nothing left in the world to trust. Just an empty room full of empty space, like the empty look I see on your face. I'd have been the shadow of your dog if I thought it might have kept me by your side. If you go away, if you go away, if you go away.
Absolutely phenomenal version. Now, I love Frank Sinatra's version as well. So check that out on YouTube if you haven't heard Frank Sinatra sing If You Go Away. It's a classic reminder that the masterpiece song that they sing, If You Go Away, will never fade into oblivion, simply because more and more people are jumping on board doing the classic songs, and they're coming out with different versions vocally of it. And I think that puts intrigue, interest back into the classic songs. I'm never disparaged or say disparaging things as regards to people doing a different cover version, but that for me by Shirley Bassey was simply effortless, timeless and golden. She really is the golden woman of Wales when it comes to musical masterpieces that need to be sung in such depth that ignite a fire of passion towards the performer that's singing it. And in Shirley Bassey's case, I'll always hold that internal flame for her music, for her voice. Just beautiful. Thank you, Shirley. Now into the meaning of the song itself. I have to say that even though a lot of people will say, oh, but I love Frank Sinatra's version, because a lot of people do say he encapsulated exactly what the song should have been. And I'm being careful about what I'm saying here. I just think that was what, no, not that was what, but that song I just felt was written for Shirley. Don't you agree? I just think I'm blown away with it. Now, If You Go Away by Shirley was a poignant ballad that she's just sung, and it delves into, believe it or not, the themes of love, loss and longing. And the song that you've just heard encapsulates all of that emotional turmoil and heartbreak experienced by probably the people that wrote the song, and they faced the prospect of their loved one leaving. So if you go away in the summer day, then you might as well take the sun away, it says in the lyrics. And this equates the departure of a loved one with the loss of light and warmth in their life. The imagery of the sun being taken away emphasizes the profoundness of impact of separation, because it leaves you, if you take the sun away, everybody, it leaves you with nothing but darkness. Now in the lyrics it says, all the birds that flew in the summer sky when our love was new and our hearts were high. The mention of birds flying in the sky is symbolic of freedom, happiness, initial stages of a relationship when everything feels fresh and full of promise. The lyrics continue, if you stay, I'll make you a day like no day has been or ever will be again. It's promising to create that special moment and cherish the time spent with their loved one if they decide to stay, highlighting the intensity of their feelings. It continues with the lyrics, then if you go, I'll understand. You leave me just enough love to hold in my hand. Well, for me, despite the pain of separation, those lyrics acknowledges the necessity of letting go if their loved one chooses to leave, demonstrating a sense of acceptance and doing it with grace. How many people now need to learn that? Trust me, when they break up with relationships, it's on social media all over about their broken hearts. I get tired of it, I do. But back to this. Doing it with grace is the way, everyone. It continues with the lyrics, if you go away, as I know you will, you must tell the world to stop turning until you return again, if you ever do. It's really, to me, I interpret that as a plea for the world to pause and reflects for you to understand those lyrics of time still in the absence of a loved one, maybe, emphasizing a sense of loss and a sense of emptiness that will follow any departure of a loved one. Overall, the song portrays a complex emotion that arises when faced with a departure of a loved one. It explores that longing, the sadness, acceptance, with the inevitability of reality of separation. It's symbolic of light, nature, and emptiness, and paints a vivid picture of the impact of loss on the speaker's life. For example, as we talked about before, if the sun goes away, what happens? Darkness comes into your life. The summary for me evokes a sense of vulnerability and raw emotion in this song, encapsulated by Shirley Bassey's voice, capturing that timeless theme of love and loss as only she can. The song's significance lies in its portrayal of the bittersweet experience of letting go and holding on to memories, as well as the resilience and understanding that can emerge from facing farewell. So that's it, everybody. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching as well. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Take care for now. Bye.